Okay, as you can see, first thing that we've done is chain the lift up on both sides of the lift. You want to chain the outside of the lift 2 inches higher so that when you pull your cable tight, the outside will be elevated slightly. All of the cable has been stripped off of the spool and out of the beam. Now we're ready to recable the lift. First thing you want to do is make sure that you unroll the cable by walking it out. This is an extremely important step. If you drop the cable without unrolling it first, it'll be a coiled mess. As you can see, we have two ends of the cable here. It's been unrolled and come back again. Now the first step is to place the first cable down through the C channel in the faceplate and into the lower sheave running through the beam. Fish the cable across. Get to the other side, pull out from the sheave. Fish your cable up through your outside hanger. And back down again. You're going to want to pull tight to make sure that it is on that sheave. Next, you'll notice he brings the end of the cable back over to the inside of the pier side of the lift. That'll let him put his Nyko and thimble on the cable. Give yourself a little bit of slack. Put your thimble in and pull tight. And then wedge your cable in. Always start from the outside and work toward the thimble. That keeps the end of the cable from fraying and ensures a tight crimp. Never want to swedge less than 4 times. Lays the other end back over. And pulls the slack until you can see it hanging right where it needs to be at the outside adapter. By removing the bolt and inserting the thimble, you place the bolt through, replace the nut, and the outside lifting cable is now secured. Working his way back to the pier side and grabbing the other end of the cable. Places that into the spool drum and back out, working hand over hand, pulling his slack through. Then you simply want to fish the cable back into the spool and out through the other hole. You now have a loop of cable hanging out of the drum. Your one end is taut. You fish the next end through the C channel in the faceplate, down through the sheave in the top ear of the adapter, pulling yourself slack as needed. You want to go up through the outside of the C channel around the sheave and back down making sure that you pull it tight on the ship. Pull yourself enough slack. Now you're ready to crimp your inside end. And again, starting from the outside of the NICO, you want to thread your cable 4 times. Okay. Now you're ready to put the dead end of the cable back in, so you pull your slack back again until you see the thimble hanging right where you want it. You want to pull back your dead end bolt, place your NICO in, and re-secure the bolt. The cable is now attached at all points. And all you want to do is fish the cable back through the drum until you see that you have the cable tight to the beam and perfectly even. By pulling on the cable, you know that you have it tight to the beam. Then you want to go hand over hand or slide through your hand to make sure that you keep the 2 cables together, thus ensuring that the beam will remain level as you pull the rest of your slack through the spool. You want to check the cable and make sure you don't have any twist or kink in the cable before you make the final pull. Once you've made that pull, you've set the cable and you know that you have center. Always make sure your lift is plugged in. Next, you want to maintain tension on the cables while you wind them up. Starting the wind is very important. Oh yeah, turn on the surge protector. Start your wrap, you want to make sure you keep your cables tight and as close to the inside of the drum as you can, letting them follow each other as it goes forward. You'll want to maintain tension and focus on your cable wraps, keeping them neat, until you see the beam raise up off of the shackles, come along, straps, whatever you'd use to hang the lift. Once you see the tension taken up by the beam and the straps loosened, you can let go of the cables. The lift is now under its own weight and totally recabled. Now the only thing left to do is unsecure your straps.
Make sure that knife is
Always want to make sure that the knuckle of the inside Nyko is outside the beam. If it gets hung up, it'll let it drop an inch. And there you are. Good as new.
Welton's out.